That beat's kind of hard. Low key.
It's tough.
We're back. Welcome back to another episode of Ball IQ Podcast. Tolu, Real Madrid fan. I'm not wearing the jersey, but at least I'm wearing white.
Nelson, I don't wear red. Chelsea fan.
Don't wear red. It's cold. It's a cold intro.
That's just how it is, man.
All right, good. All right, so we have a lot to talk about today. Per usual, we'll go through the recap. IQ deep dive today will be diving into the City Spurs game. We'll talk about goal of the week, player of the week, and upcoming fixtures. And we'll try and go this as fast as we can.
Yeah, we'll be respectful of everybody's time, but it was an action-packed weekend, rather.
Again. Let's start in England. Last Friday, your Blues went to West Ham.
Kicked it off Friday Night Lights.
Yep.
As I mentioned on a couple of episodes back, the first couple of games we don't really leave London. There's some away games, but we're not really leaving London for some time. I don't think until after the international break. West Ham scored first.
Yep, a banger too.
It was a good goal. I don't know what happened to Rob Sanchez, but it happened. It was a deceptive ball.
It was a Diego Forlan.
Kind of, but you got to do a little bit better. Either way, they woke us up. It was kind of like when you're playing against your little brother in FIFA and you're sitting back.
And you just lean up. Yep, lean up. All right.
Got serious about it, but great game. A lot of positives. The only negative was just Cole Palmer last minute removal from the game after the warm up.
Yeah.
Felt something kind of pull up on his groin. Apparently he's been nursing that injury for at least a week, and even throughout the Club World Cup, more information's come out about it. Looking at like 4 to 6 weeks is what I've heard, rumor, which isn't too bad because we have reinforcements, number one,
Sure.
and number two, it's at a time of the season where we can end with fixtures and the international break. He's not really going to miss any true games of consequence. But getting into the game, Esteval basically was told he had to start.
Yeah.
I imagine in an hour before, because I looked at the lineup.
If that.
Looked at the lineup, it was Cole. And then when the game kicked off, I was like,
Where's Cole?
What's happening? It took me a second because I was still working, but I remember we were texting back and forth.
Yeah.
João Pedro is the 10.
Yep, I liked it.
Shined.
I liked it.
Really, really shined. I was worried because I was like, "What are you doing, Maresca?" Because you got João Pedro, Pedro Neto. We had Liam Delap up top.
Yeah.
And then we had Esteval on the right. So I was like, okay, these are all players that I really am keen to see in attacking positions for us, but I did not think they would all be on the pitch at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
Especially like that. So
I think kudos to the person that made it all possible in terms of the player, who is João Pedro. His versatility made everybody else fit.
His versatility was definitely, he's just been a signing. What a signing for us.
Top signing.
But also the unwritten the unwritten, like, silent work that was done. Liam Delap.
Yeah, for sure.
Stretching the pitch. Making essentially he was stretching the defenders back when all the action was kind of happening in the midfield and with the wingers. So he was kind of getting defenders to come out of position, respect where he's at in the box. When in reality, the real threat that game was, the wingers as always, and also João Pedro. So really, really cool to see it all gel. Enzo Fernandez, the goal that was assisted by Esteval.
That's typical Frank Lampard. Type goal.
Last back post type of just last minute dart into the box. But I think if you watch the build up to that goal, because we kind of messed around
from the right.
Kind of messed around with them for a little bit.
Yeah.
Beautiful build up.
One thing I like about the goal, since you mentioned it, is like Esteval's pass. I like when players pass and run immediately. Like, you know what I mean? Messi does that a lot. Just pass, run immediately, and you either get it back or you take somebody with you and you get it on the second pass, stuff like that. Yeah.
You just have to have the desire to want to just play instead of, and I look back at, I don't want to put him on blast, but Nani and some other wingers that we've had in the past aren't that like locked in. I mean, that's all I'm saying. But anyway, what else do we have from that game?
Caicedo's redemption.
Yeah, yeah. I think this was the fixture that saw him get red the beginning of 2 years ago now. Um,
His debut for
yeah,
Chelsea.
yeah,
No preseason.
yeah. And I said it last week, and I'll continue to harp on it. That preseason, whether it's a coach or a player, is so key. Um, yeah, but yeah, Caicedo played fantastic, phenomenal.
Per usual.
Didn't get a Ballon d'Or invite this year, but I think
Crazy.
it's only it's only a matter of time.
Well, I mean, to be fair, crazy, but not that crazy because he
Correct.
didn't play in like high. Apart from the Club World Cup, he didn't play in. He didn't go far in big competitions.
Yeah, and I'm not like offended, but I'm just saying people are. I think slowly but surely people are starting to compare him to the best in the game. So
Yeah.
last point that I wanted to make about that game. I'm kind of nervous about this season going in with the center backs that we have. This was a different pairing. I believe it was Trev, and oh my gosh, no, our back line was. Let me pull it up because I think we.
It was he started Gusto, Kukurea, Trev, and
I'm trying to think if it was Tosin or
Stossen.
it was Tosin. So Trev and Tosin isn't the strongest center back pairing in the league by any stretch of the imagination, but it did the job. I think if Trev stays healthy, he's going to be on the England team, and he might get more minutes than I think people think, especially with Tuchel there. So
Yeah, I
we're
just
right about that.
confirming that it was Trev and Tosin. So
Yeah. Well, and then we also got to see a debut from Hato. Love seeing Cucurella get some minutes on the bench. Just
some rest.
rest, rather. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
You know what I meant. So,
Yeah, they don't know.
yeah. So, yeah, Hato was out. It looked like he needs minutes. It's the Prem. He's young. Esteval kind of stole man of the match, in my opinion,
from the two Pedros, right?
from the two Pedros.
Yeah, but it was a good game. It was a fun game. It was a prime game. It was a statement game. I know we said last week that, I mean, after the Palace game, we're like, oh yeah, West Ham are doing bonanza.
Yeah.
Go grab you some and grab it. They did. So kudos to the Blues.
Yeah, I think it was just a big. Last thing I'll say, because we'll talk about it. I think it was just a big weekend for Brazilian players in general.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, that game, we clock it. Esteval had a big game. Ja Pedro had a big game. Paquetá had a great game. So yeah, we'll get into the next fixtures, but if I look into the camera and say Brazil, you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. Arsenal. Speaking of bonanzas, they went to grab they quickly stat padded leads 5-0. Gyökeres, his first goal is what everybody has seen highlights of, running in behind, like spacing behind, running at defenders and finishing. So I'm sure that would do his confidence a world of good. Saka injured, Odegaard injured, unveiled as a Dalman, the 15-year-old debut, won a pen. A lot happened.
Yeah.
A lot happened that day.
Next week, really important fixture against Liverpool.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, those two players are out injured, and Havertz is also injured. If anyone cares, I think it's going to be a really big game. I think Liverpool's had some fortune in regards to being able to play some of these bigger teams without some of their bigger guns. But
Yeah.
I think Arsenal has the depth to be
Dangerous.
just fine
Yeah.
on the day.
I mean, we saw on day of recording the day before today, we saw Liverpool give out another. I mean, we can as well just talk about it. Another 2-goal lead and come back and win. Rio, we spoke about him. Your academy boy, scoring the winner. But again, Liverpool showing frailties. And one thing Arsenal, I mean, are decent at, or very, very more than decent at, is defensive shape. So, and I mean, they have a striker now. They have Eze now. Noni might play off the left now. Waneri will come in for
Nani will
Odegaard.
play. I think.
Up the right, excuse me.
Yeah, I think that's actually.
Yeah.
I joke about this Madueke signing, but now the joke's on me because I think Madueke isn't Saka, but I think he can definitely
Yeah.
do bits on the
Yep.
right in his natural preferred position.
Yep.
I think Arteta had incredible foresight by making this signing,
Mm-hmm.
um, and many others just to make sure that the season doesn't go down the tubes
If
because of
one player, yeah.
player.
Yeah.
So Madueke comfortably on the right will be dangerous.
Yeah. Trossard can play in the middle as well instead of Waneri if he doesn't trust him. If or Trossard can play off the left and Eze can play in the Odegaard spot. Like he has options.
Yeah, I think it's yeah.
Yeah. But to Newcastle versus Liverpool, Liverpool giving away 2 goals to 10 men. And firstly, from a Liverpool standpoint, I already mentioned Rio, but Ekitike scores again. I mean, Ekitike scores, Osula scores for Newcastle.
Mhm.
I'm like, what does that mean for Isak?
That is
Isn't that ironic?
it is. It's like neither team, but definitely
Yeah, they did.
definitely needed him.
Yeah, they needed him.
I mean, with Isak, that fixture is completely different on either team.
Yeah.
If he's if he's playing for Liverpool, that game's easy. They put him to bed.
Mm-hmm.
If he's playing for Newcastle, that game, I don't think Liverpool is very difficult to win at away at Newcastle. It's St James Park. It's
James.
very very difficult. One of the hardest places to play in the
Yeah.
league. But yeah, you could just feel the Anthony Gordon wouldn't. This is what happened. See, I won't get too much into it, but I get frustrated, and I got frustrated watching Nico Jackson, who is a winger, play striker, because when people aren't trained in that position, they
They
just
do
start trying
stuff. They
stuff.
do stuff. Yeah,
They
yeah,
just start trying things.
yeah.
And Anthony Gordon, I mean, if you just watch the play, you're like,
What are you?
what are you
Slow down. Wait. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
But when you think, put my feet into his shoes, he's a winger. I mean, just running wild like that is kind of what
They
is
do.
natural to him.
Yeah.
And a Nico Jackson. So moment of madness from Anthony Gordon. It's only gonna agitate the problem with them not having a natural striker in that position.
They do. But they don't start him in Osula.
Yeah, well, he's about to. It's his moment,
Yeah.
and I think Newcastle made another bid for another striker today. Late on, I saw didn't. It was a Wolves striker, I think.
Oh yeah. They want him and Visa.
Yeah, I heard Wissa staying. I heard we'll see. Or no, excuse me. Yeah, I heard he might stay.
Who?
Wissa.
Oh, Visa. Oh yeah. I think he's back training.
Yeah, he's probably gonna stay, and Wolves said no to Newcastle. So Isak.
Oh. Somebody said no to Newcastle.
Yeah, so I think there's a
Yeah.
Wolves. Yeah, my bad. I'm slow. But yeah, that's like, it's just crazy how many people have,
Yeah.
said no to Newcastle.
It's wild.
Um,
But lastly, on that game, another Salah quiet game, but game-winning assist.
yeah, no, the take home from that game for me as a neutral, even though I don't care for either team.
You're not a neutral.
It's,
He's not a neutral.
yeah, as a hater.
As a fellow member of the league.
Yeah, as a fellow member of the hating brigade, and just taking notes. The biggest take home from that game was these teams look very beatable.
Beatable. Yep.
Newcastle cost us. They made me sweat until the last day in terms of UCL qualification last.
1-0.
And
Nico red card.
Nico red card, and it's always a tough game regardless.
Yeah.
I think they kicked us. They ousted us from one of the cup qualification competitions last season as well.
I don't even remember that.
Remember. I think that's what happened. Either way, happy to see them kind of struggling a little bit or looking beatable, and with the absence of Isak and Callum Wilson. But additionally, Liverpool has the softest underbelly I've seen. I mean, you can kind of get right through their middle and you can score. It's not hard. Konate and Van Dijk are not like it seems like Konate's got his mind elsewhere.
Madrid.
I didn't say it. And
I'll say it
Van Dyke is just like a step behind.
for now, at
For
least.
now, I think
Yeah.
he might warm up like Rolls Royce of a player,
Mm-hmm.
but we can all be honest with what we see right now. So they need Gahey,
For sure.
but even him, even still, he's not like a big towering. He's not that. I think how tall is Mark Gahey?
Margay is 6 foot at best.
Yeah,
At best. At best.
yeah,
But
in heels. So like I think you really people it gets lost on some people how pairings work. Like it needs to be the right size.
yeah.
Okay, six on the. I mean,
On the money?
yeah, six on the nose.
Yep.
So that's okay, but it's not towering.
Yeah.
If it, next to a towering striker,
I mean,
it's okay.
some of the greatest defend. We both saw Sergio Ramos live. I don't know about you. One of the impressions I got is like
It's
he's
not that
not
big.
even
Yeah,
that
I mean,
big.
yeah, Lissandro Martinez.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
don't have to be tall to do a job.
Romero is not tall. All these guys are not tall.
Franco Baresi.
Franco. Oh, I didn't want to go there.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I didn't want
So
to go there.
either way, but yeah, it was. They need some help in their back line,
Hmm.
and blooding in those fullbacks. It's not easy.
Oh yeah, Kirkes is is still is still. You know when
Getting with the program.
yeah, exactly. He's still like loading.
Mhm.
I think he's having to do something different. He's not going forward as per usual. I mean, when Frimpong was before Frimpong was hurt, Frimpong was the one going forward more. Now it was Soboslai playing at the right mid. Obviously,
Yeah.
he would go forward more. So maybe if Conor Bradley had started or games Conor Bradley would start. But Conor Bradley is also techie going forward. So I don't know whether they'll ever allow him go
It's
forward.
like a balance. They're
Yeah.
finding out. They're finding the whole team's finding its footing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, usually in those periods of time when a team's finding their footing, they drop points.
Yes.
This
Hopefully it
team is
doesn't.
very lucky and skilled
Mhm.
side to make sure they always get a result. So,
Yep, for sure. United tied 1-1 away to Fulham. Um, we spoke highly of United's performance against Arsenal last week. They did the same thing for like the first 15 minutes, maybe hit the post with Cunha, but I do. That's what 27 points out of 28 games, 7 wins in what 25 or something like that.
yeah, I mean Ruben Amorim's record at Man U is really bad.
It's really bad.
Like I think it's like 15 losses. I saw it
Yeah, I
yesterday
think
or
it's
something.
7-7-15
Okay, yeah,
or 7-7-14, something like that.
something like that. Um, I mean, we're watching somebody who who hasn't dominated this type of football adapt because he's not a bad coach. I don't believe that, but there's a learning curve that we're kind of watching happen in real time. It's very painful.
It's very, very painful to watch
Yeah,
for United fans. I think, I mean, I'm on record. Like you can go past episodes. I've said this. I think the thing that I don't think he's a bad coach. I think that he's stubborn.
yeah,
I think that I'll give you an example. Thomas Frank is 3 games in, so I'm not overreacting. However, I've seen him play 3 different ways against 3 different opponents with the same players that are not his.
that man knows the league. Like,
He knows the league, but the players are not his.
no,
They're not his players.
yep,
He has played three. He played 5 at the back against PSG.
mm,
Should have won that game, but Spurs did out. He played 4 in the back last in the first 2 league games, but in a different way. I'll get into how he played against City. But the point I'm saying is, good managers adapt. Like they change. They don't have one trick. That's my thing with Amorim. He has one trick, and everything has to fit in there.
yeah.
I don't know.
And he's not.
It's annoying.
Yeah, he's not above like when it doesn't work, like calling people out,
Bruh.
like
Just
openly, or just like watching players maybe suffer a bit whilst the system isn't working for them.
how about this?
Like Kobe Manu should be in the fold. There's plenty of players that are just a byproduct, or like they're casualties to his one philosophy that he's trying to input into the club. Um, Garnacho's one, Rashi's the next, and I mean, Kobe Manu was one of the faces of the team or the future, if you
Yeah.
will. So was Garnett.
Now they have to sell him or
No,
something.
yeah. Well, not sell him. He's just kind of. I think what's his face? Amarin said is he's in direct competition
With
with
Bruno.
Bruno. Like,
Yeah.
good freaking luck.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
20. He's good, but Bruno's the
Bruno, the captain.
kind of the Don Dada, the
Yep.
guy. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be cup games for him, maybe.
Maybe.
But
But
if he stays,
if he stays, what is again? I'm not a coach. I'm not. I don't. I mean, I'm not Ruben Amorim. I don't have a UEFA license. But why don't we just do United? Why don't you just do four in the back? Okay, just hear me out. Hear me out. I know four in the back. Your right back, Dalo,
it's not a bad game. Yeah.
Yoro, and Delict, and you play. If you want to go defensive, you can play Shaw. If you want to go offensive, play Dogu. I don't know how strong Dogu is, like off the ball defending. So I'll just say Shaw. Just stick with me. Let's play. Casemiro is like seems to be the one who starts, and if you play Casemiro in a three-man midfield, you get a world-class player. You get a 5-4 Champions League winner. So you play Casemiro at the base, play Kobe as the 8, Bruno as the 10, Buemo on the right. If you don't start Sesko yet, you can start Cunha up top and play. And Mount seems to be doing the business on the left. He's playing the best I've seen him play in United shirt. When Sesko comes in, Mount can sit down. Cunha can attack from the left like a Hazard or a playmaking winger, and Sesko goes in the middle. Why don't we try that for a game and see what happens? Why does it always have to be this same thing? I don't know. I mean, let me know what you guys think. And while you guys are letting us what you think, please like, comment, subscribe.
Please.
Please like, comment, subscribe. But just, let me know what you think. Because, why not try it? Why not try it? But anyway.
Yeah, I think when if the pressure starts to ramp up, and results aren't happening, I'm curious to see if he does change, if there's a paradigm shift. Because I've seen the last two Chelsea coaches, I've seen them be forced to make. They were very stubborn in Pochettino and Maresca for patches last season.
Yeah.
But they reached a moment where they're like, I gotta save my job. And they changed things, and beautiful things happen. So
You can even go one step backwards and go to Conte. This season he won the league. Remember how he started the season and he switched to a 5
Wait,
at the
how
back?
much? The last time we won the league?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And then Victor Moses turned into
Learned quick.
yeah.
Yeah. We always think, and just kind of going back to my point about me being like, oh, Tosin and Trevor Chalobah, there's no way they could win the league. That year, that back line that we had,
Who ran me?
it was Victor Moses.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think,
Marco Alonso.
Marcus Alonso.
Marcos Alonso, yeah. David Luiz.
David Luiz and Gary Cahill was still there. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't stick out as like, oh, league winning, but we were very stingy.
Yeah.
We're scoring at will. So anything can happen. It's all about how the back line plays together.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, enough about United.
Enough.
Last thing I'll say about the game is United's goal probably shouldn't have stood because there was a foul on Bassi and your favorite Nigerian player of all time, Iwobi, another
Yeah,
goal contribution against United, so he's still on form. I know you're about to say he doesn't do that for Nigeria. He only does that to hurt your team.
I just want people to watch, like take notes. Now that we have this podcast, there's record because what I've been doing for years is having to scroll back to the messages that I've sent him and be like,
See what I
last season, this is why, this is where it comes. Because he's like, why do you hate a countryman? Like, what? Like, why? Because he's not a 10. Unless he, yeah, anyway.
Anyway, just to wrap up England really quick, like I mentioned, City lost to Spurs 2-0. We'll talk about that in the IQ deep dive section. Brentford won 1-0 to Villa, and I know you brought up a great point. As is Brentford in recent history, is Brentford one of the best promoted sides?
I mean, yeah,
Great. It's a great. I mean, it's a great discussion.
yeah. It goes back to, I mean, testament to Thomas Frank and what he was able to do
Yep.
um, at Brentford. And I just sat there as I was watching that game. I was like they've come through. It wasn't like
It wasn't just championship. It
yeah,
came through like
out the mud, number
yeah,
one. And number two, like they've had to reform their side a couple of times. Like it, and
Tony
yeah,
and
Ivan Toney,
remember Ericsson
yeah,
when
Ollie Watkins,
Ollie Watkins
yeah.
was there.
So like he was the one who got them up. So there's so many things that he's done with so little, Thomas Frank. So Brentford's ability to get up, stay up,
Yeah,
and now be like
we're here.
a force that just pipped some points from Villa,
Mm-hmm.
who's on in the ascendancy, is a testament to like even his the lasting. It's like a sunset. Like he's already gone, but the empire is still
It's
like
still
gonna be
intact.
okay. So
Yeah, like a Brighton type of situation.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, and speaking of Brighton, they lost 2-0 to Everton. Jack Grealish rolling back the years, 2 assists.
Yeah,
I hope he does. I mean, again, I hope we get Villa Grealish back. It's very, very hard to get yourself back, your old self back in football. It's very, very hard. So I'm sure a start like that into his Everton stint would do him a world of good.
mm-hmm.
Um, any thoughts on that?
KDH, Dewsbury Hall.
Oh, of course.
You
You're a Chelsea
just keeping tabs.
boy.
I think he had a. I didn't really get to watch him. I saw the Grealish's assists,
Mhm.
but I looked at the Sofa score, just looked at the match rating. I mean, he had like a 7.4.
Yeah, he played well. I watched the
KDH.
game.
He's played for 4 different clubs. It's really hard to hate that guy.
Yeah, Leicester, Chelsea, Everton, and who am I missing? 4 different clubs in the Prem.
No.
Oh,
There's one other club.
okay.
Doesn't-
Where Leicester got him from, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, it was a good game it was an exciting game. First home game in their new stadium, Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess that up since
Goodison.
no Goodison is Goodison.
What are they calling it now?
I think it's called Hill Dickinson. If I'm not mistaken, I probably am mistaken.
Ew.
Did you say?
Yeah.
They played on Sunday. What's the name of their stadium? Please show me so that I don't.
KDH just played for 3 clubs.
3 clubs. Oh, so I got it right
You
then.
got it right. And the ground is called Hill Dickinson.
Yeah, I got it right.
Well done.
Man, nobody can say I don't know ball.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, shout out to Everton on their perfect new stadium debut. Let's go to Germany real quick. Bayern, like one of the games we're looking forward to was Bayern Leipzig.
Yeah, I mean,
Belt to nope. Belt to
yeah, I think I mean it is business as usual for the German league.
yeah.
But Leipzig is just they're in the process of retooling their team.
Yeah, and Xavi Simons looked like he had my
Yeah.
eyes on you guys.
Yeah, so
That's unfair to say. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that.
that's true.
Yeah, I mean the whole team didn't play well, so
I'm
I don't want to say that.
Yeah, the 2 things that have shocked me is that's true. That's true. What you said. But yeah, 6-0 isn't on. It's not on his head top. That's a lot of things went wrong. But yeah, he's been trying to leave for a while. The 2 things that kind of shocked me is Eze playing against Chelsea when he was on the way out,
Yep.
and Xavi Simons is continuing to play. whilst being linked away for
For how long
for
now?
months.
Yeah.
So just not the best sign, but
Mm.
we'll see.
See, and guess what? Bayer Leverkusen. You know who Bayer Leverkusen's coach is, right?
Old egghead.
So they lost 2-1 at home to Hoffenheim. Um, and yeah, it looks like. I mean, it's too early. One game. I don't want to go in on ETH yet, Ayrton Hag yet, but just one game.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot to deal with. It sounds like is Hincapi.
It's still there.
So he's on his way out as well. I mean,
Yeah.
this guy's got zero aura. Like,
Everybody dip. Boniface tried to dip,
yeah, but he's
but
too hurt.
yeah,
I saw a picture of
medicals.
his knee, man. Dude,
Yeah,
if that's real.
yeah,
So yeah, everybody's trying to leave. It's not good. I mean, you can't win when people don't want to be there.
yeah. It's
You've
like
already lost.
what? Everybody.
Yeah.
Grimaldo's still
Ooh.
there. I mean,
I wait.
Campe started that game. Tapsoba is still there. Jared Kwanzaa scored. Mark Flecken is their goalkeeper, a very good goalkeeper. Patrick Schick is still there. Nathan Teller is still good there. The other boy, what's his name? Adli, is linked somewhere. I think he's about to dip. Alex Garcia is still there, and Andrick is still there. So they still have a good starting team.
Yeah, you'd say that they would I would say that they're missing Florian Wirtz, but he's not really been playing that well for
Yeah, no,
Liverpool.
yeah. I think it's still. I think he'll come good. I
Yeah,
think it's just budding. But, but yeah,
a lot of money.
a lot of money. A lot of money. Yeah. In Italy, Napoli uh started their title defense in decent fashion. Won 2-0 away at Sassuolo. KDB scores on his debut. Free kick in the not oh not quite the corridor of uncertainty, but corridor of uncertainty. Cross whips it in. Nobody touches it. Goes straight in. And the MVP of the league, the reigning MVP of the league, Scott McTominay, scores the opening goal. Man of the match performance.
Man,
Good, neat uh, first game.
the one that got away.
Yeah, professional performance from Napoli, and um, Inter beat Torino 5-0. Um, Thuram scored a couple of goals. Lautaro was on score sheet, and Bastoni and Boni, a new signing as well. AC lost to Cremonese at home, 2-1. Modric debut played very well. Obviously, you could see that, you know, he's a senior man on the field,
Yeah,
right? But obviously, he couldn't play the full 90. And there were some, I mean, the game winner from Bonazzoli,
sweet.
sweet, sweet goal. Nice bicycle kick goal to win it for Cremonese. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah,
man.
it is, kicking off. It's going to. It looks like it's going to be another good good year for Italian football. Sorry, Juve as well, 1-2-0. Jonathan David, their new striker, scored, and Vlahovic scored as well. He's supposed to leave. I don't know if he's leaving or not,
He's
but
supposed to leave forever.
yeah,
Nobody wants to pay
he's been supposed to leave forever.
the funds for
Yeah,
that. But yeah,
but yeah. But in Spain, Atleti dropped points again. They tied to Elche, 1-1. Uh, Barcelona did what Barcelona does. They are down 2-0, come back and win 3-2. Pedro was fantastic in that game. They scored the winner was an own goal forced by Lamine. Uh, Rashford was subbed out in the first in the after the first half, so I know that would cause some news there. They didn't really play through him. So I don't think because last year they played Rafinha on the right wing, but he really didn't stay right wing. Kind of drifted in. So like I don't think they're used to like somebody hugging that left that no sorry not right wing left wing, hugging that left corner. They're not used to going there when Lamine is on the other side. So um, but again, Pedro scored a golazo. Um, I thought that Levante's second goal, the handball, was unfair to whose hand did he hit? I think it was Balde's hand. But again. They look. One thing Barcelona would do is score.
Mm.
The high line almost killed them again, but one thing they would do is score. I don't know if you watched that game.
Mm-hmm. I saw the highlights.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the. I didn't start from the beginning, but I'm
Yeah,
like,
well,
oh,
you
2
had to.
0, 2-0.
You got excited.
Let
Yeah,
me
yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah,
Let me
yeah.
see what's going on here. Um,
That's
and of
always
course, the hate watch was
that's
unsuccessful.
always not fun.
Not fun at all. And lastly, Madrid won away to Oviedo. Mbappe, brace, Vini, goal and assist off the bench. Rodrigo started on left wing. It was all right. Obviously, I mean, after all the talk about him coming in to kind of like start, it's like, okay, do something. Like, it's a lot of pressure against a team that's sitting back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so um, I heard reports that he's staying and he wants to play on the left. So um, he started on the left. Mbappe is still refusing to stay central. A few times he stayed central, he popped. Um, interest, something to watch as the season goes. Like I said, Vinny came off the bench. The hate that Vinny gets in Spain is kind of ridiculous because the
Yeah.
minute he comes in, they just started booing him.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything yet
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, I'm curious to see if he finishes his career in Spain.
in Spain yet.
I
It's
don't. I
it's
mean,
ridiculous.
I don't see where he would go. That'd be a step up from where he's at.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
How much?
it's quite a bit to be going through on a regular basis.
Yeah. And I mean, I was happy that he scored. It was his first away goal in a while in the league. Happy that he scored. His confidence award are good. I know the assist he had for Mbappe, he kind of like, pressed, nicked the ball, and just squared it for Mbappe. And obviously, he was going towards the fans that were booing him and kind of like looking at them like, and what? The Lionel was now like assistant refs,
Yeah.
they're called, was not telling him to go back. And he kind of like pushed him, like
Yo.
talked him off, like, oh, so when they were abusing me,
Yeah, he didn't
nothing,
say anything.
he didn't say anything. Then yeah, then Mbappe had to like close his mouth for him or something like that. But then he scored the winner as well. So, but again, Xabi Alonso was trying some things. There was one period that he brought in Gonzalo Garcia to play alongside Mbappe. Mbappe is supposed to be dropping. In fact, when it was still 1-0, he did that. And there was again, I forget his name, a Ghanaian holding mid for Oviedo that could have scored because nobody was picking him up.
Mm.
So we still have that problem with Mbappe and Vinny, but not tracking their men doing their defensive work. But Dean Huyson looks, that guy is not. It's either is Rudiger and Militao have to like sort themselves out for the whoever plays alongside him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's clean, bro. He's clean. He was lucky that he didn't get called a pen because he pushed a Rondon. Maybe they didn't deem it that much. Like easily being called a pen, but he's clean. Um, well, that's Spain. Um, quick transfer news updates. Like I said, Boniface to AC is off, unfortunately for our Nigerian boy. Uh, Carney to Dortmund finally.
British
Another,
Nigerian.
another black
Mm.
in the balance sheets. Another
Oh,
financial,
okay. Yeah.
yeah.
I was like.
Another.
um, yeah, no, that's another. I mean, I'm sad about that one, bro, because Carney came in with a lot of hype. He was on Todd Bowley wages, serious wages, but a great player, great talent. We never really got to see the best of him, and he was
Mm,
proper Chelsea. Like I've
mm,
seen a lot of pictures of him as a boy in just kitted out in blue. He didn't come from our academy. That's just he.
mm.
He actually that was his
Wanted,
club.
yeah.
So sad to see that happen. But again, it
Mm,
was kind of like a financial thing. We did sneak in um, a not a buyback, but a sell-on clause.
mm.
We inserted that for Carney as well as Renata Vega
To Villarreal.
to Villarreal.
Mm.
Both of them, that buyback clause, or excuse me, that sell-on clause is rumored to be in the 40% range. So
40% is a lot.
It's it's a
That's like half the peas. Like,
big chunk, big chunk.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, that's what I've heard for both of those signings, and it's mostly due to like the fact that they're both in their, they're very young, they're in their prime. We know that
That would drive their prices up.
well, we sold them for reasonable prices in the hopes that Carney's not on reasonable wages, but Viega was for sure. Sold them. They're going to take a little bit less, I'm sure, on wages, get all the play that they want, and they can move from the places that we saw, Villarreal and Dortmund,
Yeah.
for sure. It's only a matter of time. And when that happens, we want to be compensated because we saw.
We want to be compensated. You sound like Todd Bowley. We want to be compensated.
We saw and we took the risk. I mean, Renato Vega was not in the Portuguese national team before we picked him up and gave him a platform. We found him the perfect loan where he could really show his strengths, and now he's going to play in the World Cup.
Well, it's going to go to the World Cup.
Yeah. Well, I think, yeah.
Mendes is not going to.
Yeah, you're right. Well, he has some versatility, so I think he'll go. He's not going to start. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And Carney, I think, will develop like every British English, player who doesn't get love does when they go to Dortmund. I have no doubt he's going to be a star.
Let me stay at Dortmund real quick. Did you see the news about Joe Bellingham's dad, or Julian Joe Bellingham's dad? Got I think
Banned
against
or something.
against not just him. The whole he caused. So what happened was Joe was subbed off at halftime, and Pops was mad, and he went down to just one director to ask for a reason why Joe was subbed off, and I think because of that, now the players' lounge and the locker room and all that area is now banned from anybody that is not part of the coaching staff, and that's because of him. So I didn't watch the game, so I don't know how good or bad he played. I saw the highlights, but I didn't see anything, so I can't really speak on it that much. But yeah, I didn't see that. I mean, I didn't see that in Mr. Bellingham.
I mean,
I didn't see.
I think if you have two very talented kids, you've got to be ever present, probably on the pitch,
Yeah.
training, throughout their development. It's funny. I think Cole Palmer's dad is a personal trainer, or a personal trainer.
Oh yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, he played Sunday League, but he was never really great. Reese and Lauren James's dad.
I know him.
Yeah, similarly looking. You just kind of see some parents, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you were at the gym.
Yeah.
Until like 11 p.m.
Mbappe's dad.
Correct. You were there. I have no doubt. Lamine.
Lamine.
I don't know if his dad was.
No.
I think the streets did that. I think that was in the streets.
Yeah.
You can tell there's a difference, but football parents sports parents can be intense, and I think there are lines you don't want to cross. Pulisic's dad is another.
Oh
one.
yes.
Too much, because then it gets away the fans. Mark Pulisic.
Reina. His dad.
Gio Reyna's
Reina's dad. Claudio Reina.
Just helicopter. It ruins. Because I wonder how the Dortmund fans and the board now feel about the Bellinghams now. I'm sure it's not going to sour too much, but it's not great.
It needs to be checked.
It's not great.
Yeah, it needed to be checked for sure. It needed to be checked for sure. Speaking of, I mean,
Tony Mount.
Who?
Tony Mount.
Tony.
What a prat.
I'm just gonna move on so that
It's so nice. What a prat.
Oh yeah. Don't only Chelsea fans will get that. Only Chelsea fans will get that. Donnarumma's still like floating around. I think if Edison leaves, he'll go to City. So we'll see in the coming days what comes of that. Same with Savinho. If Savinho goes to Spurs, Savinho might go to Spurs if City can get Rodrigo. So those two are just kind of pending over them. Depending on what
it's scary hours in the window right now, I'd say. In the sense that there's a lot of outgoings that need to occur for incomings to happen.
For sure.
At a lot of clubs.
A lot of big clubs.
Yeah, Chelsea, we're waiting on Nkunku to go, and we're waiting on Nico Jackson to go.
For Garnacho and Xavi Simons.
Yeah, or I've heard some stuff about Fermin Lopez as well, just
Yeah.
as recently as today. But we'll see. There's a week to get things done,
Mm-hmm.
essentially. So yeah,
See.
like I said, it's two pronged. People got to go for people to come in.
I
It's a lot
mean,
of business to be done in a short time. So
yeah. From a Real Madrid perspective, I'm happy to see one of our legends get a club. Lucas Vasquez signed with Bayer Leverkusen.
I did see that.
Yeah, I think hopefully he gets to play right wing because that's his position. But or at least, at the very least, do. But knowing ETH, he won't do this. But play the right wing back that Frimpong was playing. I think at least that's the marriage of Lucas Vasquez's experience with Real Madrid playing right wing and right back.
Mm.
I think that would be a perfect marriage. But hopefully, I wish him well. Obviously, a legend for Real Madrid. And lastly, I saw today Jeremy Pino might be going to Palace from Villarreal. That makes sense to me. It'll be probably be Diaz replacement. He's a tricky winger,
Mm.
creative winger. I think his pace and skill should make him be fine at the very least in the Prem. I think he should be he'll either be fine or he'll be Anthony.
Mhm.
One of the two.
No in between.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's what I think. I think he'll either be fine or he'll be
those
Anthony.
those types of players. Yeah, I'm kind of yeah. You never know if they're gonna make it.
You never know.
Yeah.
But again, Villarreal have some. They have some players that like they have. I mean, if you watch them, like some unknowns right there, in the team right even right now. They sold Nico Jackson to you guys this summer. They sold Alex Baena to Atletico Madrid. I think they will be at one of those feeder clubs in the near future. So keep eyes on Villarreal, guys. Um, and yeah, any last thoughts before we go to deep dive?
I don't. I don't. I don't believe so.
Yeah. All right. That was a recap, very long recap. A lot happens, like we said. But we'll go straight to the IQ deep dive, talking about City versus Spurs. Again, Spurs beats Pep again, moving them level with Liverpool as with 10 defeats against Pep. So there's something about Spurs City that just there's been some classics in the Prem, in the champs, and this was maybe not as explosive, but it was another good game.
It was a decisive game, and
Very,
I think
very
the whole
decisive
league
game.
was. I mean, it was the earliest game on Saturday. I woke up for that.
I woke up for that too.
Because I knew it was gonna be worth watching, and
Yeah,
I thought City would score. Like I was kind of shocked to
at
see
home, yeah.
Spurs kind of just put
No,
them in check like that.
they're
Like,
like no,
they're like, no, we know what we're doing this time.
yeah, no, 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 no.
Very impressive win.
Very, very impressive
Can't
win.
wait to get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. They both play 4-3-3. On the ball was City. This is Haaland. Oscar Bob on the right with Rico Lewis. Shirky played in the 10. Um, Nico was holding, and Tijani Reinders was the 8. And obviously,
I got
yeah,
Marmouche on the left.
yes, Mamouche. There we go. Mamouche started on the left. But on the ball, what City were doing was they were they're doing what Chelsea did against Betis somewhat to win the Conference League, where they have Rico Lewis invert to create this inside the right channel for Shirky to do some damage. Shirky can come here, pick up the ball, and be there and have Oscar Bob on this side to kind of like play with, and he tried a couple of crosses from here to try and find Haaland or trying to dictate the play. And I know it's sad to see him get hurt. He's a good player. That's another, we'll see how long. I don't know how long he's out for, but
Yeah.
Ake had to come in for him. But again, this is what Pep were trying to do. Obviously, we know Pep Guardiola teams, they try to dominate the ball, create overlaps in the midfield, and just break you down slowly and sometimes go direct. But what Spurs did was they played a simple 4-3-3, right? Straightforward, nothing too crazy. But on the ball, what they did was Richarlison and Papissa stayed relatively high, and Bentancur and Paulina stayed relatively low. So they built from behind with this six and pushed these four up top. Only occasionally would Papissa come and like find pockets of space to receive the ball. Uh, but like it was like two departments on the ball, but all off the ball, they all moved together. Like either they pressed high all together or they pressed low all together. There was literally you could you could put like you could draw like a very small circle and they will all fit. They all moved together. They all stayed back together. They got they left no space for like Shirky, which is why in this day and age, in especially in certain games, I don't like when creative midfielders play in the middle because there's literally no space. I
Yeah.
think Shirky would have played better if he played off the left, but Oscar Bob also played well, and Shirky had to be dragged off at like 60th meter if that. And they brought in Bernardo Silva, and all he didn't also do anything because there's just no space. It was just a fantastically coached team. Van der Ven and Romero look really, really strong together. Like they look like they mean business.
Like a yin and yang. They complement each other very well.
Very, very well. Like there was no mistake, no like I think it was in the first half of the first half where like Spurs, I mean, I'm sorry, City got in behind a couple times, but there was no like, no oh my god. No like those scary moments or anything. And that's kudos to what Chelsea were doing.
Or City.
I'm
Or F Spurs.
Spurs were doing.
Yeah.
You see what you have done to
I didn't.
me. You see what you have done to me. But on City side, I think Trafford, he obviously
Oof.
he had an error for the second goal, but I think that he just looked like somebody who had too much information to deal with. Oh wait, who am I supposed to pass to first? Who am I
Yeah.
supposed to like? He just looked like too much. I think he'll be fine. He's a good keeper, but I think this is just part of the growing pains.
Yeah, I don't know if he's as good at distribution as an Ederson. He's not as good as.
You don't know.
I was just being kind. He's not as good as like at with his feet.
Mhm.
It's to be. I mean, I've seen his shot stopping of capabilities before because I think he was in the England under
Yeah, 21
that won the Euros.
back
I
to
was
back. Yeah,
watching that, so he's a good player. I think it's a growing pain type of situation, but yeah, he was not good
yeah,
on the day.
he was not.
He
He was not.
wasn't convincing, rather.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine though. I think you'll be fine. Um, last thing I wanted to last thing I wanted to touch about Spurs midfield is the midfield three of Papisa, Bentancur, and Paulinia. They look like Bruno, Tonali, Joelinton in terms of like work rate and that willingness to run, willingness to win the ball,
Yeah.
willingness to win. They had that. They have something in that engine that I think they can build off of. And obviously, Thomas Frank is very big on um, set pieces as well, and like his principles are set pieces and work. Like everybody has to work, and he has a midfield three that he can count on
Yeah.
to work. You see, he used Basuma. He dropped him out of the squad against Paris. I don't even know if he was in the squad in the last first two games, but because he has been late and stuff like that, he would do well to get into this midfield three.
Yeah.
So, maybe cup games or something like that. But it was a very good game, very professional performance from Spurs, and Jed Spence has had a very good calendar year, I'd say.
Yeah.
And you saw his post.
I didn't see his post. What did he say?
He posted after the game, "Bring me your favorite winger."
Okay, let's not. Let's not take the piss.
He said, "Bring me your favorite winger." So he's calling out. Hey, me, I don't mind people talking their.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. So if you can back it up, fair play to you. He's a very good player. He's fast. He's strong. He can go forward pretty well. He can come back. He can defend pretty well. So hey, man, if you feel like that, talk your stuff. That's what I say.
Hmm.
But yeah, that was the IQ deep dive. Any last thoughts on the game?
No, it's just going to be a great. I think this past weekend of footy just showed me that it's going to be a better season than I think last season was. I think there's a lot of teams that are vying for um, competition,
Mm-hmm.
top four places, and in terms of winning the whole thing. If you asked me 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, I would have said, the window Liverpool's having, they might walk to another
That's what
one.
we all thought.
But I mean, it's obviously never that simple. And
I know you you brought up a great point off camera,
mm,
given like reasons why you think Arsenal have a strong
yeah, I
shot.
mean, I think in terms of creating chances, that's not really their problem or their issue. I think they addressed everything that they needed to in this past window. In terms of creativity, in terms of squad depth, in terms of things that were lacking from the squad, and in terms of ways to win a little bit, in ways to win that aren't the typical Arsenal way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they have an absurd amount of defenders that are all very
I can feel in
tactical,
yeah.
versatile, um, and their set pieces are just. I mean,
It's like off something of Ultimate Team or something.
yeah. I mean, it's like football. It looks like American football, like a hut hike, and then everybody moves, and it's just like people are running into people. Goalie can't tell who's on his. It's just a very confusing but very
Effective.
competitive challenge. Competitive advantage for them. I think they have the most um,
Balance.
balanced and settled side. Those guys have been playing for the longest together. The players that they brought in are gonna, I think, are going to gel well. But typically players at Arsenal kind of fit in pretty. I mean, there's a little bit of a curve, but I don't know. I feel like they kind of
Yeah, I don't
fit.
think I can't remember. I mean, there's Fabio Vieira,
Yeah. I mean,
but not too many.
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen someone struggle, a signing struggle. It definitely happens. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but it's been a while. And then you look at City; they've bought a lot of players. It's going to take time for them to bed into the squad. I think Pep is evolving tactically right now. We've been watching it for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Um, and I think Liverpool, you're reintegrating new fullbacks into the side. Two new
And
fullbacks,
a new creative midfielder and a new striker.
a new striker, new creative midfielder, aging center backs, or a center back that's aging, and
One,
one that's on his last year of a contract.
yeah,
Salah's on absurd money,
mad,
mad peas,
mad money.
and I mean it's just human nature to kind of self-preservation at that age. But and he's just getting a little bit older. And Father Time's undefeated. So I really think, looking at it, I know it's easy to say in September or August rather. Jesus, but Arsenal's got a great chance. So.
Yeah. The time will tell. Um, let's move to IQ finish of the week. There were some goals scored this weekend. There was Bonazzoli's goals winner against AC Milan, like I mentioned earlier. Bicycle kick, clean goal against Magnan, so definitely a good goal. Pedri's golazo from a shot from like 30 yards out. Um, and 30 yards out when they were 2-0 down. So it was a very important goal to kick off their comeback. It was a very, very good goal. Uh, Kebal, guy Kebal, who plays for Paris FC versus Marseille, he like was one of those. It was a Lamine Yamal type goal where lefty playing on the right, number 10 on his back. Shift, jinky, left curler, top bins. Good goal. He had a great assist too for our boy Moses Simon, for Nigeria for Paris FC against Marseille, but they lost. Oba and Mason did the business for them. Nico Paz scored a delightful free kick, a left-footed free kick from the left side. So I mean that takes
Doing.
some doing. So all great goals. Personally, I'll give it to Bonazzoli. I mean, bicycle kick always looks good. And for Cremonese, to score that, and it's the winner against AC Milan away. I mean,
That sounds fitting.
that sounds very fitting, right? So, congrats to Bonazzoli, excuse me. And IQ Player of the Week also, again, it was a busy week. Buchanan scored a hat trick for Villarreal against Girona. Pedri scored a golazo and dictated the game per usual against Levante. Mbappe scored a double. Esteval, João Pedro shine. Nico Paz scored, a delightful free kick, a great assist as well. Same thing with Kebal, delightful goal, great assist as well. Kane scored a hat trick. Like, you could pick anybody, any one of these guys. Personally, and I hate to say this, Pedri was phenomenal. He was phenomenal. I mean, I don't know what you think. You can weigh in here, but I thought he was phenomenal.
Yeah, there were some really good choices this weekend. Excuse me. Yeah, there's some really good choices this weekend to look at for player of the week. I think when you kind of look at the context of these games, it kind of gets even harder.
Exactly.
It gets a little bit trickier
Exactly.
for sure. But in terms of maybe just play, um,
Yes, exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. I was leaning Pedri because, I mean, he scored the goal, dictated play per usual. He scored the goal that started the comeback, and they came down from 2-0 to 3-2 to win. That's what I'm thinking. Everybody else, like Kebal lost, Nico Paz, they won. Kane, I mean,
yeah.
he scored his hat trick after they were like 3 goals up already.
I would say you can give it to Pedri, but you need to give honorable mentions to Esteval for his
Esteval,
age.
yeah, I put Esteval
You
there.
need to give honorable mentions to Rio for his age for the winner.
He played 5 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, moment of the
Yeah.
week.
Okay. Moment. Fine. And then you also need to give credit to Bruno Guimaraes for
Yeah,
that goal, what it meant.
and the performance too.
Yeah. So
One thing about Bruno, he's gonna give you
yeah,
2,000%.
he's gonna show up for
Yeah,
sure.
he's gonna show up.
And he's gonna emote for maybe 3 or 4 times on that celebration. You're gonna see this. 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 You're gonna see it all for one goal.
For
But
one goal, yeah.
yeah,
But shout out Pedri. And obviously, like you said, everybody else from Esteval to Buchanan to Mbappe to Nico Paz, Cabal, Kane, Bruno,
there can only be one though.
Rio. But there can only be one, so we'll give it to Pedri. And upcoming fixtures, yeah, I mean, the only notable fixture is Liverpool Arsenal.
I mean, we've got a London derby in terms of Chelsea versus Fulham, the Iwobi game.
I beg, Joe.
Um,
I beg.
yeah, but yeah, you're right. There's
Yeah.
it's pretty flat slate coming up.
Yeah. Liverpool, Arsenal, big statement game. Like I said, Odegaard and Saka out, Eze in. So we'll probably see either Eze on the left, Waneri in the Odegaard spot, and Noni on the right. Noni we see on the right, I think. But Eze can either play on the left and Waneri starts in the middle, or Eze plays in the middle and Trossard on the left.
Yeah,
That's
I think Villa versus Palace is a great game.
it's a good game, but it's not Liverpool versus. It's
I
not
think it's a
Liverpool.
good game.
I mean, Villa versus Palace is okay game. Like I think that game is about the coaches than anything. Those two coaches are very, very good. So, but the Liverpool Arsenal game is just
Yeah, it's
probably going to be
top tier. Top tier.
the IQ game of the week that we'll go into deep. But that's all I got. Any last thoughts before we call it a show?
Up the Chels.
Hala Madrid. We see you guys next week. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I didn't say. And share, please. Thank you for your support, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Cheers.
Peace.